Representative Liz Cheney had a little bit of a meltdown on social media after Donald Trump suggested a pardon for NSA whistleblower Edward Snowden. So now, a day after Donald Trump said he was going to look at the possibility of pardoning Snowden, Cheney, the third-ranking House Republican, went after him on Twitter, calling Snowden both a traitor and saying pardoning him would be unconscionable. Well, it would be unconscionable because it's the right thing to do. And Donald Trump doing something right is unconscionable. You just can't think of it, right? But no, he should be pardoned, right? Why? It's because Edward Snowden revealed the massive spying program the government was doing against its own citizens. He just happened to reveal it under President Obama, which is why the establishment, Democrats, and liberals tend to despise him. Had he revealed it under George W. Bush, well, then he'd be a resistance hero. I'm just saying, right? I think he's a hero regardless. I don't really care about the politics of it. I think he gave up. He gave up everything he knew, right? Gave up his gorgeous girlfriend, his great NSA contractor job in order to do the right thing, and then had to flee to freaking Russia. I mean, that sucks, right? And Russia, by the way, the reason that he went there is it was the only place that would take him. And so I imagine if he could have gone anywhere else, he probably would have. But here's what's funny. Donald Trump doesn't care about Snowden. This is absolutely political. You know that. You need only look at Donald Trump back in 2013, where he called Snowden a, quote, terrible traitor and basically hinted at him deserving execution. However, since he's up for re-election, right, he says, and this was an interview in the New York Post, that his view has softened on him. Quote, there are a lot of people that think Edward Snowden is not being treated fairly. Well, I would actually agree with that. You are right. And on Saturday, here's what a reporter asked him.
Go ahead. Do you want to give Edward Snowden a pardon and bring him back? You once suggested that.
Well, I'm going to look at it. I mean, I'm not that aware of the Snowden situation, but I'm going to start looking at it.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm not aware of the Snowden situation, but I'm going to look at it very strongly. Dude, you called him a traitor back in 2013. Superficial moron. I'm just saying. Not a very stable genius, not a smart person, but he's going to continue.
There are many, many people. It seems to be a split decision. There many people think that he should be somehow treated differently, and other people think he did very bad things. And I'm going to take a very good look at it. Okay? I mean, I've seen people that are very conservative and very liberal, and they agree on the same issue. They agree both ways. I'm going to take a look at that very strongly, Edward Snowden. Yep.
I'm going to take a look at it very, very strongly. Some people are saying, some people think that he was treated not very fair. That is such, again, 100% Trump answer. Whenever he doesn't know anything about anything, that's the answer he gives. I'm going to look at it strongly. Some people say, some people think that he's been treated very unfairly, and we're going to look at that. Here's what is not going to happen, guaranteed. Donald Trump studying up on Edward Snowden in order to make sure that he can make an informed decision based on years of testimony, evidence, information, looking at what Snowden released and through WikiLeaks, by the way. That's also an interesting part. And whether or not releasing that information was a net positive for the country with the civil discourse, and if it had any deleterious effect on our troops and put them in danger. Now, of course, the evidence that we have of that suggests that, no, nothing that Snowden had released, and by the way, not just but the government, right? Like the troops, they use that argument against Chelsea Manning, by the way, that, it harmed the troops. In this case, it harmed national security, releasing this information about how the government is spying on you. In reality, no, it didn't hurt national security because what they were doing is they were spying on people and even American troops at this point, and listening in on their phone sex. I mean, that's not national security, okay? And so it's absolutely ridiculous. And so we have no evidence, no proof that it harmed any of that stuff. What it was is that it's just the government hoovering up all your personal information so they can use it against you possibly in the future, or sell it off to corporations as well. And I mean, look, they don't. I guess they don't have to sell it now because Facebook and all social media kind of hoovers it up now. But still, doesn't mean the government should. But again, Donald Trump is not going to look at any of that. No. He's not interested in that. What he is he's going to look at the reception. If it is popular and it helps him, well, then he'll do it. Or if he has the perception that it's going to help him somehow politically, then yeah, that's what, and he kind of gives it away, right? Oh, we're going to look at it very strongly, right? As some people say this, there are people on both sides that would agree with this. And so, yeah, we're going to look at it. He's going to look to see if it helps him. And that's it. That's what it is. But look, I hope he does it. Hey, I hope he does that. I hope he adds reality winner into that, as well as why don't they just leave Assange the hell alone, right? I know, right? Look, the guy's been punished enough. Just let him go at this point. They had Assange live in a consulate for years, right? And then now he's in prison and he's a wreck. He's a mess. Come on. Just let the guy go. He's suffered enough. All right. I mean, look, he was WikiLeaks, right? Just released the Podesta emails. It's not like he stole them, right? And sure, he had a bias in favor of Donald Trump and against Hillary Clinton. But then when somebody says, hey, we should probably drone you, well, then, yeah, I would have a bias against that person as well. So, look, just let him go, right? Let him go. Let Snowden go. Let Edward Snowden go. Let Winter go. And just let Assange go already. They've suffered enough. All right. And stop putting Chelsea Manning back in prison for ridiculous things. That's the other thing, right? It's bullshit. It's all bullshit. But as far as, again, Donald Trump, political decision, but I don't care. Maybe he'll actually do something positive. And so I guess that's what matters, right? That said, you guys know I'm not going to vote for Trump. Obviously, you should know this by now, right? I'd never vote for Donald Trump, no matter what he promises, and whether or not he does the right thing on Snowden, Assange, and all those people, and lets them go. The guy could do Medicare for all, and I still wouldn't vote for him. So you shouldn't vote for him either, because again, Donald Trump is a disaster. Like, what have we been talking about for the past few years? The many different ways that Donald Trump is corrupt, enabling right-wing fascism and all that stuff. So I just wanted to clear that